10. A town that doesn't look abandoned. When the rescuers finally returned to the settlement, they expected chaos, broken walls, burned homes, signs of attack. Instead, the town looked organized. Buildings had been carefully dismantled. Tools were missing. Supplies were taken. It didn't look like a massacre. It looked like a planned move. Psychologic, that's the first strange clue. Humans under sudden threat don't clean up. Panic leaves mess. Order suggests intention. Whatever happened here wasn't a midnight horror scene. It was a decision. And decisions mean fear mixed with hope, not terror. Strategy. 9. The one word left behind, carved into wood, was a single word. No explanation, no warning, just a message, like a breadcrumb dropped into history. From a behavioral standpoint, this is fascinating. When humans evacuate under pressure, they leave signals. It's an ancient survival instinct. Mark your path so others can follow. The brain under stress prioritizes communication over comfort. That word wasn't decoration, it was a survival message. And the fact that it was calm and deliberate suggests the settlers believed they still had time. 8. Starvation changes the brain. Food scarcity doesn't just weaken the body, it rewires the mind. Modern survival psychology shows that prolonged hunger narrows decision-making. Groups become hyper-focused on immediate survival, often abandoning long-term plan. Imagine months without stable food. The brain shifts into what scientists call cognitive tunneling. You don't think about the future, you think about the next meal. Entire communities can migrate under this pressure, not out of adventure, but neurological necessity. They may not have been running from something, they may have been chasing calories. 7. The social survival instinct. Humans rarely survive alone. In extreme conditions, isolated groups tend to merge with stronger communities. Anthropologists call this adaptive assimilation, a survival behavior older than civilization itself. From a psychological angle, identity becomes flexible under threat. Culture bends. Language blends. Survival overrides pride. If the settlers joined another group, they wouldn't see it as surrender. They'd see it as evolution. And history might record that as disappearance, when it was actually transformation. 6. Fear without violence. There's a strange absence in the evidence. No clear sign of battle. No mass graves. No weapons scattered. And that changes the emotional tone of the mystery. Most historical vanishings involve visible trauma. This one doesn't, which suggests a quieter force at work: environmental stress, disease, or long-term fear. The kind that builds slowly. The kind that convinces people to leave before violence ever happens. The scariest threats aren't explosive. They're whispers that grow louder every night. 5. Disease leaves invisible footprints in early settlements. Disease could erase populations without leaving dramatic scenes. Fever doesn't shatter walls. Infection doesn't burn houses. It just removes people, one by one. Behaviorally, humans respond to disease with flight. Communities relocate to escape contamination, even if they don't fully understand the science. It's a primitive but effective instinct. If sickness spreads, the settlers might have abandoned the town not in panic, but in quiet agreement. Leave now, survive later. 4. The psychology of group decisions. Group survival decisions are rarely unanimous. Some resist, some push forward, but once a majority agrees, humans follow through a phenomenon called social proof. We copy the behavior of the group because safety feels collective. This means an entire town can commit to a risky migration simply because staying feels worse. Not everyone has to be brave. They just had to believe the group was. And belief is contagious. 3. The environment was hostile. Early coastal settlements faced brutal environmental pressure, storms, soil failure, unfamiliar wildlife, and unpredictable seasons. Survival science shows that unfamiliar ecosystems increase cognitive stress. When humans can't predict nature, anxiety spikes. Chronic uncertainty erodes morale faster than visible danger. It's not the storm that breaks people. It's waiting for the storm that might come. A town can disappear simply because the land never feels safe. 2. The human brain hates unfinished stories. Here's the twist. Part of why this mystery feels creepy isn't the disappearance. It's our reaction to it. The brain is wired to seek narrative closure. When a story ends without explanation, the mind fills the gap with fear. Psychologists call this ambiguity intolerance, and that's why unsolved vanishings haunt us more than solved tragedies. We're disturbed not by what we know, but by the silence where answers should be. The town didn't just vanish. It left a psychological echo. 1. Disappearance isn't always death. The final possibility is the least dramatic and the most unsettling. They may have survived. History often mistakes assimilation for extinction. When people blend into another culture, records stop, names change, and identity dissolves into the background. To historians, that looks like erasure, but to the people living it, it's just life continuing somewhere else. The creepiest part of this vanished town might be that nothing supernatural happened. No monsters, no curse, no sudden doom, just humans adapting so completely that history lost track of them. And maybe that's the strangest survival trick of all, not dying loudly, but living quietly enough to disappear.